All right, here we go.
Good evening, everyone. This is Cricket Lot for Wednesday, May the 8th, 2024, and I am your hostess, Cricket Lot. And tonight we are going to be talking about head distress, headaches, head pain. There's so many different kinds of headaches, and things that might be able to support the alleviation of head stress with Young Living products. So, anybody that's never had a headache, I don't get them very often. And most of the time when I do, if I drink a big glass of water, it goes away. Um, but I eat pretty well, I exercise, I do drink lots of water, so I don't get many headaches. And that's the main cure that most people say for headaches is um drinking lots of water. Well, really any illness is drinking lots of water, exercise, good food. So, I have this book called Prescription for Nutritional Healing, and it says headaches can be caused by so many different things like stress, tension, anxiety, allergies, constipation, coffee consumption, eye strain, hunger, sinus pressure. That's what I've had lately. Muscle tension, hormonal imbalances, TMJ, of course, nutritional deficiencies, alcohol, drugs, tobacco, fever, pollution, perfumes, and aftershaves. So just about anything can cause a headache, right? Um, but they estimate that 90% of all headaches are tension headaches. And of course, tension is any of the relaxation oils. So I don't have a PowerPoint for this presentation. Um, stress away, peace and calming, lavender, joy, um, rutavala, anything that's the relaxing type of oils might help with a headache. And then of course the master of all oils that people think of first when they think of headaches is
Peppermint.
peppermint. Exactly. Um so um peppermint you put here on your temples. You can put it in that little notch in the back of your head. You can put it on the top of your head. A lot of people like to put it on their finger and put it in the roof of their mouth. Why does peppermint help? Because it's cooling, and so the tension is like your veins are like dilated and pounding. And so if you can cool that down and relax those muscles, and peppermint does that. So and sometimes even just sniffing it can help relieve a headache. So um constipation was another factor that was mentioned in my research. And of course, health starts in the colon, right? So if you're experiencing regular recurring headaches, you might want to try a colon cleanse. Um, the cleansing trio is great for that. It comes as a packet. It's ICP, which is um, a fiber, and some oils in there, and some things that help with regularity, and then essential zymes, which helps digest anything that's built up in the colon, and then comfort tone is the third one in the cleansing trio. So that those are a good thing to try. Whoops, I lost you here. Come on. There we go. I was trying to get rid of the chat. Of course, the nice thing about doing the cleansing trio is you just keep eating a regular diet. You don't have to go on like a fasting diet or a smoothie diet or a juice diet, that kind of thing. You can just do the cleansing trio and keep eating. But make sure you're eating plenty of fresh fruits and veggies, very little meat, very little bread. Remember, nothing that comes from an animal has any fiber in it at all. So any animal products you eat, eggs, cheese, meat, dairy, cottage cheese, any of that kind of stuff, there's no fiber there. And because of the length of our colon, you know, and the way it goes back and forth like that, you need fiber to move it through your intestinal system. So you don't want something that's going to increase your colon sludge. You want to put things in that are going to move that stuff through. So breads in moderation. Hi, Joe B and Sheila. How are you guys doing? Okay, so
Hello.
hi. So far we have water, exercise, fresh fruits and veggies. The same thing we talk about for every condition that helps with everything. That's just 3 core things you need to do before you start working on anything else. Of course, relieving stress and tension. Coffee consumption is another high on the list of causes for headaches.
And that's funny because I hear a lot of people will drink coffee to get rid of a headache.
Well, if you've been a regular coffee drinker and you stop drinking coffee, then you'll have a withdrawal headache from the caffeine.
Okay.
So you drink another cup of coffee and it'll go away. Yeah. So if it's a caffeine withdrawal headache, then you've got to put up with it for a couple days until you get rid of that. And remember, it's not just coffee that has caffeine in it.
Right.
You know, chocolate has caffeine, sodas have caffeine, a lot of them. So energy drinks have caffeine. That's where it gets the energy from. So, and caffeine is a dehydrator. So you want to make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. Alcohol is a dehydrator. My sister, when she was out for the evening, she would drink a drink and then a full glass of water.
It almost like is a,
I'm sorry.
it's almost like a, why would I even have the beverage?
Yeah. So mineral essence helps against the effects of dehydration because it helps the minerals go through. It's not a substitute for drinking water. You still need to drink lots of water, but it's a defense against the dangers of dehydration. If you have an elderly parent, for example, that you have a hard time getting to drink water, mineral essence can help that. And then Ningxia Zing, that is a great, it says right on the can, hydrating complex. So that's a great one. And tangerine oil in your water is a great one to help with hydration as well. Hormonal imbalances can be another big cause of headaches. So again, proper eating and plenty of water can help with that. Oils and supplements for hormonal balance, Femagen. They're a capsule that can help balance hormones. Regenolone cream that looks like a bottle of hand lotion, but you only need like a dime size piece and just rub it on the back of your neck. Prenolone Plus body cream is another one, and Progessence Plus oil. We talked about Progessence Plus last weekend. Really good for helping balance hormones. Be sure to read the directions on those. Don't just slather them on. They have a specific dosage, even though they look like a lotion. Okay. So headaches can also be caused, of course, by foods and food additives. The most frequent culprits are wheat, chocolate, monosodium glutamate, and you would be amazed at how many things monosodium glutamate is in. And it has so many different names for monosodium glutamate, natural flavorings, and that's one of them. So sulfites, they use them in restaurants on salad bars. It's in processed meats like bologna and sandwich meats and that kind of thing, unless you're getting regular just sliced turkey or sliced ham. If it's packaged up as a lunch meat, it probably has sulfites in it. Sugar can cause headaches. Hot dogs, lunch meats, dairy products. Some people nuts, citric acid. Some people fermented foods. So that can include cheese, sour cream, alcohol, and vinegar, and marinated foods. You know, all of these could be a trigger for headache. So, and if you've ruled those out, it could be anemia, it could be bowel problems, brain disorder, it could be teeth grinding, high blood pressure, low blood sugar, sinusitis, could be spinal misalignment, overdoses of vitamin A or a vitamin B deficiency, anything with eye, ear, nose, and throat can be cause of a headache. So it might not be just a headache, it might be some other things. So if you're taking an OTC for headache pain more than 4 times a week, you're interfering with the body's natural ability to deal with the pains, and you need to find the underlying cause of the problem, so you don't have to keep taking those OTC meds. Sorry. Just get
You
that.
just pop a gummy.
No, they're in the refrigerator. I got these
Oh,
rescues pastilles. They're for stress relief. They're homeopathic, but at least I can suck on them and keep my throat moist.
you can tell
I
us
was
that you're stressing you out.
no.
We don't mind.
I was telling the girls before you came on, Barb and Joby and Sheila, I think I finally narrowed down my sinus and stuffiness, and my coughing was a wheat allergy. So I was getting really much better because I wasn't eating wheat. And then my granddaughter came this weekend with a cold, and I caught her cold. So now I'm back to stuffy and coughing. Migraine headaches now, they kind of up the ante a little bit. They're usually more severe, and they have a few extra goodies thrown in. They're normally vascular headaches that are caused by excessive dilation or contraction of the brain's blood vessels. So 2 types of migraines: a common migraine and a classic migraine. So the common migraine occurs slowly, and it produces a throbbing pain that lasts anywhere from 2 to 72 hours. The pain is severe and is often centered at the temple or behind one ear. Alternately, it can start at the back of the head and spread to one entire side of your head. Migraine, the word migraine comes from the Greek word hemicrania, which means half a skull. So common migraine is usually accompanied by the extra goodies: nausea, vomiting, blurred vision, tingling and numbness in the limbs that can last for 18 hours.
Oh.
Now, the classic migraine is similar to a common migraine, but it's preceded by a set of symptoms referred to as an aura. So it might be speech disorder, weakness and disturbances in the senses of vision and or smell. And the aura can be brilliant stars, sparks, or flashes, or just geometric forms passing across your visual field. The most common symptom is an inability to see clearly. Us girls are more likely to get migraines, especially around menstruation time due to estrogen levels being lower. And these headaches tend to ease with age. Now, in children, migraines can show up first as colic, abdominal pains, vomiting, dizziness, and severe motion sickness. So if you have babies that have colic or, they're pulling up their knees like their stomach aches, they may have a migraine headache. Migraines can be set off by a lot of the same things as regular headaches, but they could also be set off by like sun glare, flashing lights, lack of exercise, liver malfunction, too much or too little sleep, change in barometric pressure, isn't that fun? Low blood sugar, frequently associated with migraine, and smoking, because nicotine and carbon monoxide affect the blood vessels. So foods again can be a culprit. Some of the most common are chocolate, citrus, alcohol, especially red wine, and any food that is aged, cured, pickled, soured, yeasty, or fermented. Woo! So if you go to a medical field for migraines, the most common drug is ergotamine, sold under the brand names of Cafergot, Ergostat, and Wygraine. They can be addicting, and they should not be taken any more than 2 days in any 1 week. Cafergot and Wygraine also contain caffeine, which we just talked about could be a trigger for headaches. So the newest drug is sumatriptan, Imetrix, which works by increasing the amount of serotonin in the brain. Studies show 82% of people using it were headache-free within 2 hours, but it has lovely side effects such as dizziness, drowsiness, anxiety, malice, and can cause coronary artery constriction. Get rid of your headache, but your heart now has problems. So people with ischemic heart disease should not take that drug. It should not be taken by people with high blood pressure, as the artery constriction can cause higher blood pressure. And it's only available by injection in a home injection kit. So how can you increase serotonin in a natural way? So there are several. I found an article on the internet about increasing serotonin. So food sources that help with serotonin: foods high in B vitamins like brown rice, chicken, corn, eggs, green leafies, legumes, nuts, peas, sunflower seeds. Nutritional yeast is especially good for B vitamins. Almonds, brewer's yeast, cruciferous vegetables, sesame seeds, tofu. Tryptophan. The essential fatty acids necessary for serotonin are the omega-3s. So that's fish oil, found in mackerel, salmon, sardine, tuna, walnut oil, flax oil, and omega-6s, which is canola oil. No, never, never, never eat canola oil. Eggs, flax, grape seeds, safflower, sunflower, wheat germ oil, as well as gamma linoleic acid. Black currant oil, blue-green algae, borage oil, evening primrose oil. And people that have an excess of omega-6s and need to decrease the amount of 6s in their diet in order for the 3s to function well. Although the majority of us are lacking in omega-3s, so that's why doctors tell you to take fish oil capsules. Of course, long-term stress deletes serotonin. Short-term stress actually increases serotonin, but after a time you get burnout and it becomes increasingly difficult for your body to produce the serotonin. So reducing stress by like adding exercise or meditation or life-changing events like leaving a really stressful job. So avoid stimulants because they delete serotonin over time. This works the same as stress does. We're talking things like caffeinated refined carbohydrates. We talked about these: chocolate, sugar, cold remedies, alcohol, street drugs, diet pills, tobacco. I know 3 or 4 of you on this call must be doing street drugs, right? So I don't think that applies to you guys. What essential oils can help with migraines? The first one, of course, we talked about peppermint already. And the majority of people, peppermint is the one that does it for them. I've given M-grain is specifically designed for migraines, but I've heard a lot of people, it doesn't help them. I don't know if you guys have had that same, yeah. Peppermint seems to work the best. M-grain has basil, it's anti-inflammatory, anti-spasmodic. Marjoram is relaxing, calming. Lavender, of course, is relaxing. Peppermint is in there. Roman chamomile. Helichrysum may help cleanse the blood and improve circulatory. It has powerful anti-inflammatories. And the people that like it, just inhaling it can be the best way to use it. Just put a couple drops in your palm and cup your hands over your face and just breathe it in for a few minutes. Or you can do that alternate nostril breathing. Do you guys know what that is? Where you breathe in through this nostril and then breathe out through this one and then back in through that one and then out through that one, back in through that one, and so on. So you put those oils over there and then you just block off one nostril or the other. Breathe in and then go to the other nostril to breathe out. Breathe back in through that same nostril and then switch to breathe out. So you always switch on the exhale. You can put it on your forehead, your crown, your shoulders, temples, any of that. You can try Aromaseas. Maybe it's tense neck muscles. So you put the Aromaseas, really helps your muscles relax. Clarity, Panaway. It could be any of those. Clarity may cause a headache. And if it does, it probably means the headache is caused by chemicals or metals in your system. So you'd want to do a cleanse for that. Aromalife, Helichrysum on the arteries can help with blockages. And again, remember, headaches are commonly caused by problems in the colon. So do your colon cleanse. cleansing trio again we talked about. Alkaline will help your body, bring your body into a more alkaline state. Digest and Cleanse is a gel capsule with just oils in there. It's a really great one. I take like 4 of those before I go to bed for, you know, like a week at a time. Gary used to take 10 of those before he went to bed. Yeah. It helps, yeah, it helps move toxins throughout the body, through and out of the body.
Did he sleep in the bathroom?
Yeah, no, Digest and Cleanse, I don't know, it doesn't cause me any problems like that.
Yeah, but 10 of them.
Yeah, I know. That's a pretty good cleanse.
Yeah.
Comfort Tone and Juvatone should not be used at the same time. So I don't know how that got thrown in there, but okay, so let's recap quickly. The first thing to do is drink more water. Second thing, eat lots of fruits and veggies. Third thing, get regular exercise. And then start a cleansing program, start looking at foods and see if there's a trigger there. And then I have some headache testimonials that I pulled off of oiltestimonials.com. So I will I'll send those to you guys on email. One that I found was interesting is one person did Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. There's a book by that name. And it stated to apply a drop of lemon oil on the spinal cord alarm point, which is at the base of the skull, while mouthing the words, "I can stand alone." And it turned out her migraine was due to a fear of detachment she had, and mouthing those words while applying the oil eradicated the fear. So, you know, sometimes these things take some real investigation into what your emotional triggers are, what your physical triggers are, and that kind of thing. So, one person used thieves oil and put it on her temples, the back of her neck, her wrist, and inhaled it, and her migraine went away. So, I mean, every person is different. Not everyone will be helped by lemon. Not everyone will be helped by peppermint. So just try anything, you know. I had a person who had what's that thing you get from chicken pox? I always forget. From the chicken pox virus.
Shingles?
Shingles. She had
Shingles.
shingles on her forehead. And I would have told her to use thieves and all she had was an old bottle of lemon oil that had maybe 2 drops in the bottom. And she put, you know, just about that much mixing oil in. She had gone to the emergency room. The shingles was on her forehead, and the doctor there told her, it's going to go in your eye. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh.
So she prayed over that lemon oil, put that lemon oil diluted with mixing oil on her forehead. 2 days later, it was gone. And the doctor was astounded that it didn't go into her eye. So you know what? Whatever you have, pray over it, put it on, go for it.
That's always the intention.
That's always the
intention.
Yep. So that is all I have for you ladies this evening. Who has questions?
Well, I'm thinking my chocolate direction has got to be better than what y'all do, because myself, I don't do coffee, don't do pop. I do caffeine-free tea, but the only indulgence I have is cacao with the monk fruit as my
Uh-huh.
chocolate. So I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking, I gotta be doing so good.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm
I mean, if you're not getting headaches from it, that's fine.
true.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm just thankful that I have worked towards that direction because
Yeah.
I used to have them and I used to think,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
what the heck? So I'm
Yeah.
excited. I've walked through the steps going, nope, nope, next.
Yeah. Sheila, did you have a question?
I do. I know I came a little bit late, so I don't know if you discussed this, but I know I talked to you before about headaches and peppermint oil. You
Uh-huh.
said here, in the roof of the mouth.
Yes,
Did
right.
you go, I didn't see you go over there. Did you do that? The
Yeah,
roof
we
of
did that in the more in the
the-
beginning.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure that was still.
And more like almost over the ear.
Oh, over the
um,
ears.
'cause
Okay.
if you put it on your temples right here, it's gonna, it's gonna affect your eyes. I mean, it's not bad. It won't hurt your eyes,
Mhm.
but you're gonna be like,
Okay, then I gotta correct that. Here,
I
here.
mean, if it didn't bother you, you're fine.
Well, it's not for me, it was for my sister-in-law.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's not for the effectiveness, it's just so it doesn't, make your eyes water and
Mhm.
get all just back a little bit farther.
Okay.
And you can even do it on the back of your, that soft spot in the
Occipital.
back of your
Right.
head. You can
Occipital
put it
bone,
there
yeah,
too.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did it help her?
No.
Oh,
I had to do it up here.
yeah. Well, that's fine. It should work.
She's getting shots now.
Oh,
Headaches? She's getting,
She's had them for years, she's had them for about 20 years. And they get bad sometimes. So now she went to go, she gets shots. And it lasts a little bit, then it has come back.
yeah.
This
Has she-
it's not to cure it.
Has she ever done diet elimination?
I'm not sure, I can find out.
Because I can send you this script.
Okay, send it to me because
Yeah, so she can
it's really debilitating to her sometimes.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's lots of triggers for those kind of things. So yeah, definitely have her look at this and see if there's, maybe, ooh, that makes sense. A lot of people do an elimination diet.
Okay.
And take things out just one at a time.
Mhm.
And
Well, I like what you said about the colon.
yeah. So it could be that too. If she's been she's been a meat eater, lots of bread, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
It could be that. So who knows?
Okay.
Let me
See.
yeah. So I just sent it to you, Sheila. So it should be
Okay,
in
thank
your
you. I'll
email.
check it. Thank you, Cricket.
That's the whole script. So feel free to forward it on to her. If you
Okay,
want to.
I'll check it out and put
Yeah,
out
or or she can listen to the
the replay.
replay. Yeah,
She
yeah.
can do both. Mhm.
yeah. So
Okay, thank you.
anybody else?
I was gonna say, when I was first starting out and working, when I graduated from dental school, dental
Uh-huh.
assisting, I had at my office, I got a migraine and I was out for like 2 days. I was just down. I don't remember anything about it. And the doctor said he thinks it might have been because it was during the summertime, going from like hot outside where the temperatures were really hot and going into a cool environment where it was air conditioned. He said my body couldn't handle it. He said
Oh,
the same thing happens if you walk from outside when it was cold and I go into a house that's heated. He said you'll get the same thing. But I mean, I had them frequently when I was younger, to the point where I was literally out for days that I don't remember a lot.
that's awful.
And he
Yeah.
said fluorescent lights were a big thing too, where people were having problems, but
Yeah.
it must, like you said, go away with age, because I haven't had any problems. I was also gonna say with, M-Grain.
Mhm.
I have used M-Grain for migraines, and like you said, it has lavender, I think, in it, and it puts you to, kind of relaxes you, and I use it to put me to sleep, help me sleep at night sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what makes the headache go away, is because you're relaxed, and it helps open up the veins for the blood to flow,
Yeah. So not necessarily for headaches, but for just relaxing and going to sleep. Yeah.
to
Good
just
tip.
relax your body, so it
Yeah.
can fight against the headache, yeah.
Yeah. Good tip. Good tip.
That one up.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, we'll stop the recording here.